This video is a discussion of the capabilities of the activity report. In general, the activity report is a transaction-based report summarizing or detailing any financial information within your practice. The first thing for all activity reports is to select a date range. This could be any given day, week, month, year, whatever you prefer. The dates are selected by clicking the drop down. You can navigate between months. You can navigate actually between years also. And in this case, we're just going to pick an arbitrary date, February 1st, 2007 through the current date in this case. The next item is, how do we want to sort the report? You have the ability to sort by client name, provider, or source. Most of the time it's going to be client name. If you sort by provider, then you probably have multiple providers within your practice. We're going to stick with client name for these examples. Then if we leave this field blank, we will get a report of every client or patient within your practice. If we want to do a report for one individual, we could simply select that person if we wanted to, but we're going to leave it blank for today. Now, when you're given the report initially, the two items that are included in the report are all charges and all income. And we also can select between a detailed or a summary report. I'm just going to go ahead and run a detailed report, and in a few seconds here you're going to get a detailed report of all transactions for your entire practice for this date range. So here's an example of that. Now, we also can run a summary report if you don't want to be inundated with too much information. And if I build the report again, we get just a summary of all charges, all income, and beginning and ending balances. Now, the really fascinating thing about this report is, I'm going to go back to detailed, is the categories that you select here are all charges and all income. Now, the interesting part about this is that when you see something like all charges, the fair question is, what the heck do these guys at Delphi mean when they say all charges? You need to know exactly what that means. And in this case, if we click the plus sign next to all charges, all charges consist of everything that increases your charges and everything that decreases your charges. If you would like to know what increased charges actually means, you can click the plus sign there and pick just those transactions that increase your charges. 99% of the time that would just simply be charges. Now, what decreases your charges? If we click the plus sign there next to decreased charges, these are client discounts or write-offs, insurance discounts or write-offs, risk pool deductions, and decreasing a charge from a previous period. Primarily, insurance discounts and client discounts are the items that make your charges decrease. So I'm going to just simply talk about all charges, and if I build the report, I'm going to get only the charges. One example that I really like to use to drive this point home is charges are really monopoly money. They don't really exist in the real world. You can't really hold them in your hand, and you certainly can't take them to the bank and deposit them. I can bill you $1 million for watching this video, but that $1 million doesn't really exist in the real world. It's simply potentially a number on a piece of paper. Just like when you bill an insurance company, you can bill them $150 for a session, but they're going to say, we're only going to pay you, let's say $90, and you might write off $50 and potentially take a $10 copay. So charges is just simply a number representing what you're billing. And here we have only the charges that have occurred for each client in the practice. If we want to know what increases and what decreases our charges, we can build the report again. And in a few seconds, we'll get a summary of this. So we have all charges, what increased our charges, and what decreased our charges are now in two different columns. On the other side of the coin, we can talk about all income. And again, if you want to know what all income consists of, you click the plus sign. All income is everything that increases your income and everything that decreases your income. Now, if you want to know what increases your income, you can click the plus sign there, and that's 99% of the time going to be client payments and insurance payments. But there are some other transactions that will make your income go up. And again, if you want to know what decreases your income, that's almost always refunds to clients or refunds to insurance companies. Decreasing income is quite rare, it turns out. Now, what I personally find to be the most interesting report in the program is increase charges, decrease charges, and then increase income, decrease income. And if I build this report, this provides us with a summary of everything that increased your charges, which are, in this case, charges. This is everything you billed. Decreased charges is everything that was written off, that you're not going to receive from insurance, most likely. Everything that makes your income go up, which are almost always client payments and insurance payments, and everything that makes your income go down, which is relatively rare. I'm going to rebuild this report as a summary and then build the report again. Now, here we have $1,700 that we billed. We have $99 that was written off in this given time period. The actual money that came in the door is the increased income figure, and the money that went out the door is always quite small, but this is typically refunds. Of course, if you want to print the report, you simply click on Print the Report shown to the right. That's it for the overview. We'll get into some specific examples in a few more videos here.